Leppington is one of Australia's biggest dairy farms, 2,000 cows in total. They're all housed in so-called freestall barns. The technique is usually more expensive, but the farm's owners say the better environment means twice the amount of milk per cow is produced. Michael Parrish says it was the right investment and hopes a greater demand abroad may help offset some of his cost.
Well, hopefully we could milk more cows with the same assets that we've got, so our fixed costs stay the same, so more output for the same fixed costs will help dilute it.
Some of the demand is now coming from China, the world's largest importer of dairy. There, Australian milk retails at more than 5 times the price compared to shelves back home. But that doesn't necessarily spell more profit per bottle sold.
When it has to go through quite a serious customs clearance process, and then it has to be put into cold warehouses around the country, and it has to go through distribution agents, and then those distribution agents have to sell to retailers, and of course there are taxes on the way into China as well. So really it's just when you add all those things up, that's where you get to the very high prices within the China market.
Wolson is hoping a new free trade agreement between China and Australia will both reduce export costs and expand the market, ultimately increasing the volume of milk sold. And he expects sales to double annually as China's thirst for high-quality milk grows. Australian dairy still represents just a small portion of the total milk sold in China, but it's a portion that's slowly increasing as more and more Chinese mothers see the milk coming from here as a safe and healthy option, and changing trends in China could mean changing realities in Australia. Over the last decade, dairy production in Australia has dropped by 25% as farmers saw profits shrinking. A boom in demand from China, some predict, could encourage those who quit to start milking again. And that may change the industry.
It'll have to adjust on a range of levels. The first level is in the manufacturing level. We need to attract investment in manufacturing, particularly around products like infant formula. Those really high demand products. But then once that happens, we need to expand our production base.
Just how much it'll expand depends on China, with all eyes now on that free trade agreement. Rowie Rettenberg, CCTV in Sydney, Australia.